If you're importing from China, there's one number that matters more than the factory price. It's not the FOB price, it's not the EXW price, and it's definitely not the Alibaba price you see on the screen. The number that actually decides whether you make money is your landed cost. Because landed cost tells you the real cost of your product when it's finally in your warehouse, ready to sell. In this video, I'm going to explain landed cost in plain English step by step with simple examples. And by the end, you'll be able to build a landed cost estimate that is realistic, not optimistic. Let's start with the basic definition. Landed cost is the total cost to get your product from the supplier to your final destination. That includes the product cost, shipping, customs fees, duties, taxes, and often a few hidden charges that surprise first-time importers. Now, why does this matter so much? Because many importers make decisions based on factory price only. They think, this product costs $2, I can sell it for $12, great margin. Then the shipment arrives, and suddenly the real cost is $3.60, or even $4, and now the margin is not what they expected. So if you want predictable profit, you need predictable landed cost. Now let's break it down. A simple landed cost formula looks like this. Product cost plus inland freight in China, plus export handling, plus international shipping, plus insurance if you use it, plus import customs and duties, plus local destination fees, plus final delivery to your warehouse. That's the big picture. But in real life, the details depend on your Incoterms. So next, let's talk about the three most common Incoterms importers see. EXW, FOB, and DDP. EXW means Ex Works. It sounds cheap because the supplier only quotes the product at their factory door, but with EXW, you, the buyer, are responsible for almost everything after that. You need to arrange pickup from the factory, export clearance, shipping, and all destination steps. FOB means free on board. With FOB, the supplier is responsible for getting the goods to the port in China and loading them on the vessel. Then you pay the international shipping and everything after. For many importers, FOB is easier and more predictable than EXW. DDP means delivered duty paid. With DDP, the supplier or a forwarder handles shipping, customs clearance, and delivery to your door. It feels simple, but you must be careful because DDP quotes can hide costs or reduce transparency. So, landed cost is not just math. It's also about choosing terms and building the right process. Now let's go step by step through the cost components, using an example. Imagine you're importing a product from China. Let's say the product price is $5 per unit. You're ordering 1,000 units, so your product cost is $5,000. That's the number most people stop at. But now we add everything else. Step 1. Inland freight in China. This is the cost to move goods from the factory to the port or to the forwarder's warehouse. For small shipments, this might be $80. For larger shipments, maybe $200 to $500. It depends on distance, weight, and the trucking situation. New importers often forget this. Step 2. Export handling fees. These can include export customs paperwork, terminal handling, documentation fees, and sometimes palletizing or packing services. Depending on your forwarder and the shipment type, this could be $100 to $400 or more. Step 3. International shipping. This is the big one. International shipping could be sea freight, air freight, or express. Sea freight is usually cheapest per unit, but slower. Air freight is faster, but more expensive. Express is fastest, but often the highest cost. The correct method depends on your product size, your timeline, and your cash flow. And here's a key point. Shipping cost is not just ocean freight. There are often surcharges, fuel adjustments, peak season fees, and destination handling fees too. This is why landed cost can change. Step 4. Insurance. Insurance is optional, but smart importers understand it. If you're shipping high-value goods, a small insurance cost can protect you from big losses. Step 5. Duties and taxes. This is where many people get confused, because the rules vary by country. But the concept is simple. Your country may charge import duty based on your product category, usually determined by the HS code. Then your country may charge VAT, GST, or sales tax. So what matters is correct HS code, correct declared value, correct duty rate for that code, and whether you're paying VAT, GST on top. If you guess the HS code, your estimate can be completely wrong. So always verify the HS code with a professional if you're not sure. Step 6. Customs clearance and destination fees. Even if the ocean freight looks cheap, you can get hit by destination fees. These can include port handling fees, customs brokerage fees, warehouse unloading fees, storage fees if there are delays, documentation or admin fees. Step 7. Final delivery to your warehouse. This is the last mile, trucking from port to your warehouse or from airport to warehouse. This can be a small cost or a large cost depending on distance and local trucking prices. Now, once we list all costs, we can calculate landed cost per unit. Let's do a simple example with round numbers. Product cost: $5,000 China inland freight, $200 export handling, $200 international sea shipping, $200 insurance, $50 destination fees, $400 duties and taxes, $600 final delivery, $350 total landed cost, $8,000. Now divide by 1,000 units. Your landed cost is $8 per unit. See what happened? Factory price was $5. Real landed cost is $8. That's a 60% increase. This is why landed cost matters. Now, let's talk about the biggest mistakes importers make when calculating landed cost. Mistake number 1, using the wrong Incoterm. If you compare an EXW quote to an FOB quote and you don't understand what's included, you're not comparing apples to apples. A supplier with a higher FOB price might actually be cheaper overall because they include more steps correctly. Mistake number 2, ignoring destination fees. Many forwarders show a low ocean freight price, and then the destination fees appear later. That's why you should always ask for a door-to-door breakdown, even if you're shipping FOB. Mistake number 3, not budgeting for duties and taxes. This is extremely common. People focus on shipping cost, but duty and tax can be a huge part of landed cost depending on the product. Mistake number 4, not separating one-time costs from per-unit costs. For example, if you pay $300 for a mold fee, that is not part of landed cost for every future order. But if you only do one order, that mold fee does affect your true unit cost. So you should track one-time costs, molds, tooling, design, sample fees, recurring costs, product, packing, shipping, duties, clearance. Mistake number 5, forgetting quality-related costs. Let's be honest. If a batch arrives with defects, your real cost increases. You may have returns, rework, discounts, or wasted inventory. That's why smart importers include quality control as part of their cost planning. A small inspection fee can protect a large shipment value. Now here's a simple framework you can use to build landed cost correctly. Step 1. Start with product cost. Ask the supplier for a clear quote including unit price, MOQ, packing details, carton size and weight, lead time, and the Incoterm. Step 2. Request logistics data early. Don't wait until production is done. Ask for carton measurements, total cartons, total CBM, and total gross weight. Because shipping quotes depend on volume and weight. Step 3. Get shipping quotes in writing with a clear breakdown. Ask your forwarder, please provide a breakdown of charges from China port to my warehouse, including destination fees. If they can't break it down, that's a red flag. Step 4. Confirm HS code and duty rate. If you are unsure, ask a customs broker. This one step can save you from major surprises. Step 5. Build your landed cost sheet. A simple spreadsheet is enough. List all costs, then divide by total units. Now you have landed cost per unit. Step 6. Update after your first shipment. Your first shipment is your real data. Replace estimates with actual numbers. Then your second shipment estimate will be much more accurate. Now let's answer a common question. Should you calculate landed cost using FOB or DDP? Here's a simple answer. If you want transparency and control, FOB is often better for planning, because you can see each cost component clearly. If you want simplicity, DDP can work, but you must insist on transparency. A good DDP quote should still tell you product cost, shipping cost, duty and tax assumptions, delivery scope, and any limits or exclusions. If the DDP quote is just one number with no breakdown, you're taking a risk. Now, one more important point. Landed cost is not only about cost, it affects your business decisions. Because once you know landed cost, you can decide your pricing strategy, your minimum order quantity, your reorder point, your shipping method, and your target margin. For example, if you know your landed cost is $8 and you want a 40% gross margin, you know your minimum selling price. If your market can't support that price, then you need to change something. Reduce product cost, optimize packaging, change shipping method, increase quantity to reduce shipping per unit, or choose a different product. This is why landed cost is one of the most powerful tools for importers. Now let me share one practical tip we use with clients to reduce landed cost without hurting quality. We look at packaging first. Packaging affects shipping volume, and shipping volume affects freight cost. Small packaging optimizations can reduce CBM and reduce cost per unit. Another big lever is consolidation. If you buy from multiple factories, shipping separately is expensive. But if you consolidate in China into one shipment, you often reduce overall cost. And you can also improve delivery planning. This is something we do frequently at YanSourcing. We help buyers source from the right factories, collect goods into one warehouse, check quantities and packaging, arrange quality inspections, and then ship in a structured plan. When you combine sourcing, quality control, and logistics planning, landed cost becomes much more predictable. So here's the key takeaway. Landed cost is not a complicated concept, but you must treat it seriously, because the factory price is only the beginning. If you want consistent profit, build a landed cost system, track your real numbers, and improve with every shipment. If you want help calculating landed cost for your products, or you want a China-based team to support sourcing, inspections, consolidation, and shipping, you can reach out to YanSourcing. We work with overseas importers and project buyers to make China sourcing clearer, safer, and more efficient. Check the link in the description and tell us what you're importing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.